Yes. George, now you are supposed to, earlier on you indicated that you want to give help for free. Now there is Mr. Mike here, coming from Nairobi, also an MMA member. Now go and participate and pay that order. Because there is somebody who needs the help, you said you are giving. Mike now needs that 10,000 or 26,000. So you simply come and go to your Bitcoin wallet, and you will be given the Bitcoin wallet or Mike in the system ticket created. You pay it to Mike's wallet directly. It does not go to MMM, it does not go to any other place, but it goes direct, all of it. Imagine you have removed it from your pocket, which means even the time you said you want to provide help, before the system prompts you to where to give it, even if it takes 2 weeks, it is still there. But your macro points, they are growing, mind you, yet you have not paid any money. And immediately somebody who needs that money comes, you take your money from your Bitcoin wallet wherever it was. Bitcoin wallet is independent. The only thing you have done with the Bitcoin wallet is that it is put in your account information inside here. So if somebody wants to see your account to give you help, they will find it there. That's the only thing, a connection between Bitcoin wallet and Triple M. It's just a means of payment. So that money, it goes direct to that person, which means there is nowhere you can say it is an investment in any form, at all. There is nowhere you can say it is growing in a certain bank. No. It comes from your wallet, it goes to the recipient wallet directly, and that person takes it directly and uses it. Just as I use mine today, you buy a cup of tea and this or that nature, I've used mine. So that is exactly what is happening. So this one knocks out any issue whereby somebody can say it is a pyramid scheme. Yes, it can be a pyramid scheme, of course, because there are very many pyramid schemes in this world. But it depends whether they are constructive or destructive. A banking system is a pyramid scheme or a pyramid system structure. Insurance is a pyramid structure. But it depends on how and what are they helping. But this is also a pyramid structure which is to uplift the life of the participants, because that is the major ideology. When the founder of this movement, him is a qualified, a genius banker, he said that the bank is taking money from people and depositing the money. But they use people's money and without telling them, which means the bank is lying to you, or an insurance company is lying to you. They take your money, but then what do? Behind your back, they go and invest. Yes. So Mr. George's money, 1 million, after 1 year, George's 1 million shillings you deposited in the bank, it has generated 10 million. But the institution you invested it with will not tell you that it has brought 10 million. Yes or no? Yes. Which means they are lying to you. That's the truth of the matter. Yeah? So Mr. Magoli, being a banker himself and created a banking system, he said the bank is lying to people, the financial system is unfair. And the poorer will become poorer, the richer will become rich, who are the owner of these big systems. So that's why he came with something that now young people or small people cannot afford even to get a loan. The loan, the interest is high, everything is not right. So he came with a system whereby he said a unique thing which everybody could not believe, that we want to have a community. Remember, it's a community where people give money free to each other. And so for that effect, I want us to have a few video clips. Then our other member here is also managing the system. Will bring some short presentation. Can you give us video clip, then somebody? From there, you can continue with that presentation. Thank you very much.
My name is Samuel Jonge. I'm a member of Triple M, working from Nairobi, Kenya. We're going to do a quick presentation that is from the beginning of what MMM is, so that we can have a basic understanding of Triple M, or what Triple M stands for. Basically, we have watched some videos about what others are doing, And if anyone thought that this is a joke, this is something that is happening. MMM is changing lives all over the world. So it's something that is really helping people to become financially independent. So let us first of all ask ourselves what MMM is. As you can see here, we are saying MMM is not a bank. We are also saying that when we request you to, or when we invite you to become a member of MMM, basically will not take your money. We don't collect any money, so MMM does not collect money. Basically what we're going to do is, MMM is only providing us with a platform. At a platform through which we are going to exchange our donations. You transfer your donation from your Bitcoin wallet to another person's Bitcoin wallet. So we actually don't have a centralized account. And that's the reason why we are saying that we are not a bank and we don't hold bank accounts. We are also saying that it is not an online business. We are also saying that it is not a hype, it is not an investment or a multi-level marketing program. And then the question arises, who are we? And the answer is, we are simply a community of ordinary people. Ordinary people who have a resolve to start helping each other. Take an example of like that chama in your village, where people exchange their money. Now, MMM comes with a better formula or a better system than the chama that is in your village, because now this one is actually global. And apart from being global, it gives you more advantages than the chama that you have back in the village, because the chama that you have back in the village, or your net income or your net benefit from that specific chama is either your 1,000 that you contributed or your 500 that you contributed. But MMM gives us a platform whereby whatever that you give a member in this community, you are given an incentive to continue giving. You get 30% of whatever donation that you have given a member in this community. So MMM gives you a technical basic program, as I have explained. That is what we are calling personal office. When you become a member, we open two accounts. We open what we call personal office, and you open a sort of a holding account, which we call a Bitcoin wallet. Bitcoin wallet is where your money will always be. That's the reason why we are saying we don't collect your money. Your money will be in your Bitcoin wallet. So when you intimate or when you express interest to provide help to a member in the community, and this member comes or you are connected to a member in the community to give the help that you said you want to provide, then you will be sent back to your Bitcoin wallet, where you are going to transfer this money directly to that specific member. So it connects millions of participants worldwide to get help and receive help. And we are saying that you get or you give help freely. Why are we saying freely? It is because we are. It is through your consent that you transfer this money. You're not forced to do anything. Once you become a member and you intimate that you want to give help to a member in the community, it is you who will go back when this member comes for the money that you said that you want to give, and you transfer directly. So we are saying it is freely, out of your free will. And all transferred Bitcoins, I know that most of you are familiar with Bitcoin, which is a cryptocurrency, which we are using in the system, are transferred to participants directly. So let us ask ourselves how it works. In MMM, you don't have to make contracts or pledges or pledge your properties. In MMM, there are no lenders and no debtors. Everything is very simple. One participant asks for help and another one helps. The only thing that MMM demands from its participants is to be honest and kind to each other. You ask for financial help when you need it and give financial help when you are able to do that. It has been said time and again that MMM is about honesty. And the reason, and what ties us together is honesty amongst the members. That you pledge to give help and you honor that bargain that you have given help. And when a time comes when you need help, you receive help. You don't know who will give you that help, because you really don't have to know all the members in the community, because this community is so big in number, because we have membership of over 138 million worldwide, 107 countries which are participating and still growing. So basically you cannot know all the members with their specific names. So what is demanded in this system is honesty. And this system is built on honesty. We tell you everything. Everything. Up to that point, can anyone ask a question before we go to registration?
One, in your presentation, you have very well indicated that MMM or Triple M is not a bank.
Yes.
But in my wisdom or lack of the same, I want to believe there is a financial institution that we partner. Like when this money is sent to my, I don't know, we call it Bitcoin wallet or something like that. It's not suspended on the air.
Exactly.
It must be rested somewhere.
Okay, I'll answer that question in this way. When you have okay, Bitcoins is actually virtual money, but in another language we say that Bitcoins are perfect money. That if right now you have Bitcoins in your wallet and you want to convert that into liquid cash, it will come directly to your mobile phone within a period of not more than 15 minutes. You have your money in your mobile phone.
Thank you. When I'm giving out donations,
Yes.
because in our earlier engagement, you highlighted some fact that I can only receive help what I have pledged to help or what I've given out. Then definitely, this is just like a club of individuals. If I can afford to give out 100,000, then definitely there is someone who is worthy to receive 100,000. So if I seek help worth 100,000, then I believe there is someone in the category I have been placed who is willing to give me 100,000. But anyway, that one is understood. That it goes on in different arenas, even in our chamas and on organizations. Like when you go to Eldoret club, I'm a member, but some members are not. Some of my friends here are not members. So when you go there, I have to request that this is a friend, so that he's allowed in. Such kind of things happen. In Bitcoin, You can only join a club of 10,000 if you can afford 10,000 to give. Thank you. But what I understand is that if I'm giving out money, I am pledging to support, then definitely I have to go through the process, isn't it? I know tukiendelea huko chini you will indicate to us how to transfer money from my bank to Bitcoin account, isn't it? Maybe that question will be well answered when we get to that point, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's go to that point, then I think we'll respond to it. In case it will not explain to me fully, I'll ask about it. So,
Yes.
I think for the sake of balance, can you tell us the full meaning of MMM? Because that's an issue.
Okay. Or rather, MMM is derived from the founder of this movement, who is Sergei Mavrodi. So we MMM we call it Mavrodi Module Movement. Yes, but in other words, we call ourselves a Bitcoin Republic, because that is the currency that we use. So
There is a question here which I need to be answered properly. About a club, and then this means that it is only when people who can give that 10,000 who are members of that club or something of that nature.
Yes.
But that is not true, because people can contribute as little as $10 and also a maximum of $10,000. So it means there are people in the clubs, whether rich or poor, they are all in this one club. This is the unique club worldwide. So it means like this: you could have requested 100,000 Kenya shillings. It does not mean that sometimes it's only one person who will give you. Okay, if one person in the system, because people have got different earnings across the world. Maybe in the United States of America, that $100 or 100,000 Kenya shillings would be very small to somebody who is a member there. Can donate it. But in the event that maybe there are just a number of people who didn't have much, what the system does is that it collects a number of people who have requested to provide help, and they bank it together to give it to you. So you can even get like 20 people have given you, then you have that 100,000. That's how the system works. So it is not a members only club.
No, what I was only trying to imply is that if I've invested 1,000 shillings, then I cannot ask more than 1,000 shillings. I can only ask to a level of 1,000 shillings.
The rule of the game.
The rule of the game.
Or more.
So yeah, that's what I meant.
of course, what happens is that when you provide help, as we said earlier, your help is growing at a rate of 30% compound interest per month, and interest are calculated twice in a week, on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. So basically, you cannot say that you can only qualify a level at which you give. You qualify a higher level than you give. Yes, because you gave retro, but the retro that you gave have actually grown.
No, that one I agree.
Yes.
That one I agree. So my worry, my concern is, where is this behind the scene that enables us to raise this money?
No. Let me explain to you. Just open your heart. Just open your heart once.
Thank you.
Listen. You have given 1,000 willingly. It is not a debt.
Yes.
We have agreed that. It has gone direct to somebody's pocket. In the system, we have 139 billion men globally. And here, your system, there is what we call growth, the points you have given. That points in your account is not money per se inside there, but it's just points indicating the amount which people can also give. So listen to very carefully. There is free giving and free receipt. That's the concept. It means even if you are giving, it has grown to 1 million. And you say, I want to help according to this amount of million points. They were just points, they were not money, but they are points which now you are like selling or asking. Members all over the world in the community, even if they are 10, they are prompted by the system because there are also others who say, I want to give help for free.
Yes.
And this one, they come to you direct.
Yes.
You understand? So there is no trading there. There's only people exchanging finances freely.
So it means there's some people somewhere who are willing to give out
Just
money
like you are also
for
willing
free.
to give for free.
Like I might be having 1 million, I give it out for free without asking for it back.
That is exactly. That is what is happening. So there is no like that which we are getting more. Actually, their ideology was that members in the system have access to a better life by helping themselves freely. So you see, now your interest has grown, all your points have grown. But other members in the system, these millions of them, are also willing to give. So they also give you according to your points, which are you are for free.
Yes.
It's not a debt. And you also participate. If you want to participate, or if you don't want to participate. But other members are keeping on participating. So that's how you get that much.
Thank you. So in other words, you are saying, in MMM, there is a clique of individuals who are like donors. They are willing to give. Are you getting it? Money for free. Because what I mean, my brother, what I mean is this.
It's not a clique. Let me rectify you.
Oh,
if you become a member, you are a participant already. If you are a member.
Oh, so there's a
whether you are 1,000 shillings, you are a member. So all members are just like that.
So there is a member.
Difference that we are many.
So there is a member, let me say from Canada, who has like $10 million, and he feels he's willing to give. So he goes to the system, the Triple M system, and naona ya kwamba Wanyonyi somewhere in Kenya is requesting for 100,000, and he gave in maybe 50,000. So it has grown as per the interest of those points. What you're explaining. Now nimeona ya kwamba my interest is about 110,000. So I request, I want help of 110,000. So that individual can take part of this money and give it to me, isn't it?
Not directly. It's just he has just applied to participate in the system.
Of course, in the system.
You wanted to give for free, not for Wanyonyi. Any member in the system.
And asking for help right there, right now.
The system works with just to automatically direct, coordinate out where you should transfer his funds. To who? Whoever in the system who wanted them for free. So you see how it works, it is unique. You give for free, you also receive for free. There's no debt in between there. There's no like anything. That's how it works. It is that simple.
But my experience, let me give my experience from this system, Brother Wanyonyi. I've discovered when you ask for help, the system has a way of putting people who are asking for help in a queue. Queues in ile laini kama ya bank. First ask. Mwenye aliuliza mbele yako, ana ako mbele yako kwa queue. Sawa sawa? In other words, look at it like organically. Vile kwa bank umeingia umekaa pale nyuma na tiketi yako. Ule wakimaliza kusaviwa second last alafu wewe last ukifikiwa, that's when you get. That is how, maybe in your mind's eye, that is how this system is working. Right now as we are talking, there are people receiving and there are people who are giving. It will go on like that as long as the program remains.
I have understood the system in this manner. There are some individuals who are willing to give with nothing at the back of their mind that is they will be asking for help one day.
Yeah,
for the continuity of the system. And those individuals feel we should assist others. But if you get the minds of like mine, who wants to put in with the interest of investing, so that I earn at the end of the day, then the system might not work well. But those individuals who are kuna wazungu wengine hata Africa who are willing, like I was reading yesterday online, there is somebody from, is it California? Something from California, who has decided, who is willing to give to a accredited organization in Africa $10 billion for free. I get it. as long as it is exercising humanitarian work. So you realize that such individuals are the individuals that the MMM system is benefiting from, who are willing to give, but there's no single day they will ask to be given. Are you getting it? I think that's what is the concept behind it. Thank you.
That is far from true. My brother is talking about can be an assumption, but it's not what the ideology of the system. The ideology of the system is very clear that we are members who are willing to give for free and also receive for free. So that is the ideology. Whether somebody gives small, somebody gives big, depending on their resources, of course, yes. The system just remains like that. But the ideology is that we want to assist each other in the system. Really, it is not a debt. Whatever you have given is not a debt, and whatever you have received is still not a debt. So, but it is just a platform whereby you give for free and you also receive for free. Exchange finances with each other.
So, in the case I ask and I'm not given, I should not say the triple M went with my money because I gave out a donation.
Freely.
Freely.
Yes. Now,
I think that's the concept.
Hiari.
Isn't it?
That is
Now we
there
have agreed.
is something
I don't
behind
think
it.
I can
But in many cases,
We have agreed.
Look,
whatever
you
point
are
is
not,
made,
you are not getting the question it's asking.
Maybe can I
The
put
question
it the
is
other way?
asking-
Let me put it the other way around.
Okay.
Maybe George, suppose you ask
I'm
it this
Wanyonyi.
way, Brother Joe, Brother Wanyonyi.
Yes.
My first name is George. Is there a scenario kwamba there are more givers or there are more receivers than givers? Maybe Mwalimu, when you ask, is there a scenario where the people who want to receive are more than the one who want to give?
Yes.
Of course.
Can you
yes.
put it that way?
Yes.
Yes, I can give a scenario like most of the time when you want time, it doesn't come immediately. Like I have like 3 requests of over 10,000, which are still in the system, a week plus learning. Meaning that there are more givers in the system than those who are receiving. What does that tell you? That this community is strong enough that when you give, it is almost an assurance that you're going to get. What you are asking could be a possibility. What you are saying, that there are those people who give, not necessarily to receive. It is a possibility. It is a possibility because, for example, there are very many of us who have given but have not requested for help. Because the system is very clear that you give help when you can and ask for help when you need that help. So if at all you not need that help, why bother go and ask for that help?
Now you have gotten my point. You have gotten my point. Thank you, my brother.
May I have a question here? I don't see why you are wasting more time on this matter. We are also here listening. I also have so many questions to ask.
Okay, ask.
I am not getting the point whereby you are telling us you are going to be given money freely and you also have to give out freely. I'm saying this because of what? There is a point that I have not gotten well. Because for me to be given money, I must have to be a registered member and also have to be giving or a giver. Is when I can be given or is when I can be fun, if I use that term. So how can you say that you are going to be given freely and yet you are the first person who gave first?
Okay. The reason why we are using the word freely is because we are saying free, we mean voluntary. It is you who want to give this donation. It is you who transfers this donation from your personal account, which you are calling Bitcoin account, to another person's Bitcoin account. You are not transferring this so that that other person is going to pay you back. You understand where fee is coming from?
Yes. You are
Yes, it is not that other person who is going to pay you back. What you are going to do in the system is that you are going now to request to get help, which will be equal to the points that you have accumulated in your personal account or in your system. That is the reason why we are all the time using the word free and voluntary.
You are very right, my brother. Could you possibly give us the difference, a clear difference between the points and the interest?
Yes.
Maybe as you answer the same question that my brother is asking, there is something that he asked, or where is the 30% coming from? With that point, it's like I'm not gotten the point clear. So as you answer him,
Now he's not mad. As a madman. Now he's more mad than a sick man.
It's a madman.
You've normalized it.
Answer his question. And on top of that, another
I'm great brothers and my sisters in the house.
When you had other question, I think it should be.
I think you should be answering.
Yes.
I wanted to address how you the interest.
Also with all the
Let us learn to respect each other.
Let's last.
Politicians, yes.
Yeah, it's very much about
Yes. So please, the ball is in your court. Because I think in one way, there's a reason why I've asked. It's in relationship with the question that he asked.
Come again.
Difference between the points and the interest of points.
Okay. Okay. The difference between between points and interest is okay. Basically, when you give, say, like you have given 1,000, which is equivalent to 10 US dollars, your account is immediately credited with that specific amount in terms of points. What we are calling Mavro dollars or Mavro points. Now, the interest now is coming in while this money or while these points are in your account, it is growing at 30% rate. Do you get the difference? It is like when you have, say, like 1,000 in a bank account, and it is earning interest at that percent or at 30% rate. So that is the difference between the points and the interest.
I really don't get the difference.
There is a difference. There is a difference. I'm saying you go deposit 1,000 in a bank account. What do you get? Electronically, your account is credited with 1,000, isn't it? When your account is credited with 1,000, and then the bank tells you that we are allowing you 30% interest on the deposit that you have made. Are you getting now? If you understand the terms principal and interest, you would understand this better, because we are talking about like the 1,000 that you have given in the system. It is equated to points. When it is equated to points, it is like principal. Then when it becomes principal, then it is earning interest at 30%. Interest, you know what interest is.
Yes. Sorry, but my understanding out of the explanation and the interest translated into finances in this case is just one and the same. We are just using different language, but otherwise I'm still not getting the clear-cut difference. Okay, what are the value of those points? Or are they just points, or they have any possible values? And if they have any possible values, then why, at what point are we differentiating them?
The reason why how we are differentiating the two, we're talking about points. This is not ready money, because you will have to request to get to be sort of reimbursed. That is the one, or reimbursed this money now to get it in terms of money. Otherwise, it is not something that you can go and withdraw directly from your account.
The only difference is that their points are still withheld to a given extent, but otherwise it is an equivalent of
It
the
is.
money.
It is. It is.
So
equivalent.
can we get the amount of what? It's just the same thing.
It is the same system.
I think it, can we call it, they are redeemable. They are redeemable.
They are points that you can
My
redeem.
brother, now I can assist you.
Yes.
I'm a very good student, now I can assist you. You know what Triple M has done is just look for a better word of referring the money I've invested as points so that I don't look at it as money. But in really sense, it's one and the same.
Exactly.
I get it. The money I invested is 100,000, so I have 100,000 points, isn't it? Now, when I want my money back, when it earns interest with 30%. So it will be 300,000. Is it 30,000? So at the end of the day, I'll have 1,300 points, which is equivalent, which is the real money I invested. The only difference is we gave. Yeah, we gave. I donated. Yes, I donated. So the fact is, we are just looking for a better term to call that money, so that I don't look at it as money, I look at it as points.
The reason why we have to differentiate the two is because it is like perfect money, as I told you, that you can get it there and then. But now, when you have it as points, you request, when you make this request to get help, it may take 1 day, or 2 days, or 3 days. That is the difference. Have you gotten the difference now?
I'm very comfortable with you.
So, can we say, like, in other words, if I gave my money by the language called faith, the system says, asante kwa kupatiana in whatever it will go. That's not your problem, it is the system problem. But we are going to credit a certain point to say that you gave. So this is like my title deed when I want help. Is that also understandable?
Yes. I wanted to introduce a point whereby the real beginners of the MMM didn't want to get into the issue of money. In fact, they really try to avoid anything to do with money and trade and things like that. Because at their back office, they believe that somebody is swindling another by the concept of money coming in place. In that case, we have a hierarchy of people who are very rich and those ones who are very poor. So when you read the history, you realize that these guys are just up to bringing people into one level whereby people can empower people, and that you find that it's a form of a barter trade that is high yield. It's a very high yield form of barter trade. If you only listen keenly with your heart, you can get it. But if you listen with your head, it will go out of your heart.
But that's why it is a movement. They are calling it a movement. We never say this time.
But movement is present. But elevated. But this is what I want to congratulate him for bringing on board.
Yes.
Is that he's just bringing in a barter trade system. But that barter trade, but that barter trade system, my friend, it is still not applying here.
It's a high yield.
Here, we are giving donations. As my brother interjects the point, we are giving donations. When you give out, you don't expect it. You don't expect it. Don't give. Don't donate expecting. Are you getting it? Donate and go. So one day,
you know why you will expect.
One day when you will need help, you will ask.
Yes.
If it will be given unto you, thanks to God. Thanks to God. If it won't be given unto you,
a title did you remain with it? That in such a time that you want some help, you will be able to get help by the kind of points that they have grown. This title deed is not permanent. It goes growing.
Thank you. Now this is the point. When my brother was explaining, I got him very clear. When you brought the point, I understood it best. This is a donation. You are giving it to the society. Freely. With no strings attached. With no strings attached. You have a title deed, a membership card, to show that you are a giver, you are a donator. One day, you might be in problems because you don't know what God plan has for you tomorrow. You will want to be helped. So through that title deed of yours, through that identity of yours, the certificate you have now, the Mafro point.
Yeah.
Now you will request, you will ask, can I get help? What shows that you are a member? This Mafro point. Then it's the system will look at it. If there will be an individual there with money, what your Mafro point will help you. If there isn't, you won't get help. But you don't complain that I was not helped because I helped.
Joey has missed a point. There is one point that is very ethical. That once you donate, there is a title deed for you to be given also in your pocket. And a security. And this security keeps growing. Just a minute. This security keeps growing. The longer you take, the more security becomes. So in that case, there's no one day or what. There are specific time periods. But these specific time periods, you can actually ask immediately your time has ripened up. That is what you are supposed to do.
No, I think
because
I
I
have
understood.
understood you. Let me
Mr. Mike explained a point.
Yeah.
And I don't know, is it that I was off or on? You know, Mr. Mike explained a point saying that this is a society,
Yeah.
a community that is there willing to assist each other. You help and you give and receive.
Okay.
You help.
Let me put this. What Wanyonyi is asking is this.